a question?
Young Yellow, Matthew.
The book of, starting with the Z, Zephaniah is the name?
Yeah.
I've never heard of the book before.
Wait. I want you to stand there on the mic. I want you to stand this on the mic. This man is a Christian, right? And it's not no knock to you, but it's a knock to the people who's supposed to be teaching you the Bible.
Right, bring it out.
Right? Do you know my kids? You got a 4-year-old, 2-year-old, 3. They know who they are. You understand?
Right.
They know what God wants for them. Because that's what you're supposed to be teaching. Get, Get, the priest. Malachi 2 and 7. Malachi 2 and 7. Say that on the mic again. You never heard of what?
The book of Zephaniah.
He never heard the book of Zephaniah. All right? How long you been in church?
I haven't been in 10 years.
But when you
I never heard of the book of Zephaniah.
you say he haven't been in 10 years, but when he did, he still never heard of it.
Right.
You was born as a Christian, right? You was in church. Your mama took you to church.
I grew up with my grandmother.
You grew up with your grandmother, and she took you to church
Every Sunday.
every Sunday, right? For how long?
Till you was 14.
Yes, I was 14.
All right, till you were 14 years old. So at 14 years, Zephaniah never came across it. Grandma didn't even say nothing about Zephaniah.
Right.
Grandma didn't say nothing about Zephaniah. The pastor didn't say nothing about Zephaniah. But God said, now watch this. In that Malachi 4 and 6. Hold on. You know what I want? Malachi 4 and 6, right? Read this.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
He said the priest's lips, being whoever teaching you, should keep knowledge, right?
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
The people should seek the law at his mouth. That's what we're supposed to be teaching, God's laws. Read.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
Because he is the messenger of God of hosts. If someone teaching you the God's laws in the faith of Christ, they of God.
Right.
If they're not teaching that, they ain't of God. Read this.
Bring it
This.
up.
This is how scary it is. This is how scary it is. Watch this. Read.
Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
You hear that? It said, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. The reason why we are destroyed because we don't have God's laws.
Right.
That's the knowledge we're supposed to be learning. He said, my people, just because you don't know don't mean he ain't gonna punish you for it. No, you're gonna it's your duty to find out. It's your duty to find out why you here on earth. Why you here? It's your duty.
Right.
So that's in you. You can lie to me or I know that voice was in you. I'm here. I know that voice is in you. Something ain't right. That's the Spirit of God. And if you ignore that, then that's on you.
Right.
You ignored it. You cannot deny there's a God. You can lie to yourself, but you're going to answer for that. You're going to answer for not seeking where you come from, where you came from, and what's going on with you. You're going to pay for that if you do not wake up. Read. Read.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Ain't our children being forgotten? Why our children dying like the way they dying?
Right.
He said, since you forget me, I'm going to forget you. You forgot my laws, but I'm going to forget you. That's how God speaks. God speaks that way. This is what y'all need to understand. God is he what? He's real.
That's
and
right.
guess what? Since you know that, are you going to make a change?
I came over to my man right here.
Okay.
Just to get a word of prayer. You know, because I've been going through a lot these past couple of months. Just family, myself, who I am as a man, and I came and received more.
My affliction.
And I came and received more than what I actually wanted. So that tells me that I needed to listen.
That's right.
You got it?
I thank you for sending me over here, man.
No, so watch this. Do you know that's God working in you by you saying that? Now watch this. Watch this.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
He said, I'm going to go to my place until they acknowledge their offense. You know what the offense is? Sin.
Right.
Sin. He said, until they acknowledge they sin, read,
and seek my face.
And do what?
And seek my face.
Do you know how to seek God's face? Come in here. This is how you seek his face. Because people say they love God, right? They say they love God. Can you physically give him a hug? No. So the way you love him is do what he say do.
Right.
Right? He did John 15, 14, right? Read.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Get that where Christ said it too.
14, 15.
14, 15. Get that. 14, 15. Finish reading that.
1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
They're not hard. It's not hard to put fringes on. It's not hard to grow
Right.
a beard. It's not hard not to murder.
Right.
It's not hard. It's not hard not to steal. You
Right.
understand? It's not hard to keep God's commandments. People make it. Do you know it's more laws in the earth than God have laws? It's like
Bring it out.
615 laws.
Right. Now.
You have more statutes and laws in a county more than it's in the Bible.
Right.
They just don't enforce them, but they there.
Right.
If you want to add them all up in the whole city, shit, it's almost 2,000. You know? Read.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
And they do what?
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
He said, in their affliction, they're going to start seeking you. See, God was like, all right, so you don't hear me, I got to put something on your behind. I got to show you messing up. You got to realize, like, God, why is this happening? What's going on? Right?
Right.
That's real. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he got to get your attention this way.
Right.
He got to get your attention this way. Where's that? Where's the sign at? He got to get your attention this way. Get that Deuteronomy. You get what he said. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Yeah. He got to get our attention this way. You understand? This got to come back to your. Don't be ashamed of what we've been through. It's a good thing we've been through this. Even though it's bittersweet though. It's a bittersweet thing because it's hard. But I'm glad we went through this. You know why? Because it's showing who we are. Watch this. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45.
Bring it out.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder,
Read.
and upon thy seed forever.
Read.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart,
Read.
for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
He said he gonna serve our enemies. Read.
which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
So in hunger and in thirst, we need water, we need food. We gotta go to another nation to get it. Read.
And in nakedness, and in want,
Clothing. You don't see. You look on your clothing. They say made from Negro. Right. Read.
and in want of all things.
Whatever you want. You want to leave this country. You want to get married. Even to die. You got to go to another nation. In all things. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He should do what?
Put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
That's the Bible. You know what? I ain't write it. You know none of us wrote that. It said he should put a yoke of iron upon our neck. Right? It's real pictures. That's the real word.
Right.
Did we not prove that you are those people?
Right.
This is our people. This happened to us.
Right.
Right?
Sir.
Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he hath destroyed thee.
So we destroyed. You know how we destroyed? You thought you was African American. You thought you was colored. Now the change came out. He said, until he has destroyed thee. Now the chains can come off.
Right.
Because we kept running away. We knew who we were. We kept running away. When they say, okay, when we started accepting things, they started saying, okay, all right. That's when the chains came off.
Right.
He said, until thee be destroyed. You know, now you're my enemy.
Right.
That's that. So white man, we don't rob them. We rob each other.
Right.
We don't kill them, we kill each other. Now, I don't want you to rob them, I don't want you to kill them. I'm just showing you, get that. I'm just showing you our mindset. If you're going to rob, the money is over there. It ain't over here, it's power is over here. So why would you rob each other? It
Right.
makes no sense.
Right.
We conditioned to how they want it. That's why our music, when you turn it on, the music, what we listen to, is to degrade our women, it degrade our kids,
Right.
degrade ourselves.
Right.
But they don't degrade each other.
Right.
You don't hear no Chinese music calling women bees and hoes. You don't hear that.
Right.
You don't hear country music. You don't hear Garth Brooks getting in beef with whatever the country singers are. You don't hear him beefing.
Right.
Yeah, he coming over. Nah. Why we gotta do that? For $1? For $1?
Right.
I gotta disrespect your daughter, your mom, your sister for $1?
Right.
That's what but should we like it? Should we like it though? I don't care if what they like. Should we like it? No. Read, get 68.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said he's going to bring you into bondage. That's what Egypt stands for. He said he's going to bring you into bondage again with what?
With ships.
Look at this. He said he's going to bring you into bondage with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We wasn't going to see our homeland no more again. We have it. Read.
And then ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Was we not sold to our enemies? Was we not sold? Look at this. This is us being sold. Look at us on auction blocks. It should what?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
We should be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
We should be, these people are our enemies. We have been lied to. Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Who's our enemies?
Everyone else that's not black, right?
Everybody that's not of our nation.
Right.
We're not, so I want to get it straight. It's not really about a color.
Right.
It's about, that's why I told her. She got mad, and I said, sis, if you're a Gadite, if that's your true nation, then it's for you.
Right.
But she kept on walking. I'm not speaking against, if she's of the other nation, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. God ain't dealing with you. Read. He used them to whoop us. That's what he used them for. Read.
You shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And no man shall save you. Read.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So as you can see, we went into slavery on slave ships, like the Bible says. Right? So I proved to you without a shadow of a doubt who you are according to the Bible.
Right.
Don't let no man come and persuade you. The Bible persuaded you. Read.
Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments.
So this is why, look, we came over here to be funny. We came over here. We have some of our people that's prosperous. You have the Michael Jordans, you have the Oprah Winfrey's, and all this. But this is not speaking about that. This is speaking as a nation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why he said gather here together. Hey, Yaakov, Matthew 26. Brothers, come down to the street. We open up at 3 o'clock. It's almost 3. Come down and come learn more. Get more. Do what the Bible says do, all right? We're going to answer all your questions that you have in the scriptures. We're going to answer every question that you thought about, all right? Okay, think of some questions, all right? You going to come down?
Right now I gotta go to
Okay.
Tulsa. I got my mama waiting on me.
Okay.
But
We got it. Are you from Oklahoma City or are you from Tulsa?
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So-
I just graduated from Langston. And I'm
Okay.
going
So
back
you
and forth.
so you staying in Tulsa right now?
I'm staying here right
Okay,
now.
okay.
Yeah, but I go back and forth to
Okay.
go see my family and everything.
Okay, well then come visit us.
Yeah.
All right? You stay here? Well, just come down, okay? Come down and sit with us. Come meet the brothers and sisters.
Thursdays and Saturdays.
Yes. Thursdays at 7 o'clock, right?
Yes, sir.
Thursdays at 7 and Saturdays at 3. All right? Come through.
I thank you, brother, so much, man. I learned so much just by being here for the little bit of time I have been.
All praise to the Most High.
Thank you so
All
much.
praise to the Most
For
High.
real.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.